Hello, it's the SeahawksFan with another Go Battle League video. Today we got level 51 Garchomp in Master Premier Cup. And this team is pretty crazy. Gonna go 9-1, and the only loss was because of a misplay on which Pokemon I brought in. And here we are with a good lead. They bring in the Shadow Gardevoir, and thankfully I'm able to just go for a Charm down. Moonblast lands onto the Swampert, and I can bring in a Night Got a pretty standard moveset in Night Slash, Shadow Ball. I think a lot of people like using Ice Punch, and it's definitely handy. But I have my Garchomp and this Vikavolt. Well, Vikavolt does not want to see the Garchomp, although it does have Crunch, so it has more play than Discharge and Exeter. Just not much Psychic in Master Premier. Gonna win CMP tie as a Garchomp. Earth Power lands, kaboom! And I can just hold on to my shield for Annihilate. Switch timers up, and there, Swampert goes down. Next battle we have Excadrill. Bad lead, but we can pivot into Annihilate. They're going to bring in Gardevoir. Their problem is they don't shield, and kaboom! One-shotting the Gardevoir. That is the biggest mistakes they could have made this game. I'm going to shield up Annihilate because I don't mind. I'm going to get some extra counter damage in. Going to be able to grab a shield in return. Beautiful. Counter is doing so much into this Excadrill. And Garchomp is going to come in, and Shadow Magnezone is not prepared for the Garchomp. Next we have a better lead. Shadow Dragonite, Charm, they see it. And that was my only mistake this game with this team. Bringing in Garchomp instead of Annihilate. I was so annoyed making this play. And I decided to try and just see what I could do with getting shields down. Now, you're going to see what the third Pokemon is, but definitely may have needed to just keep a shield. But I'm going to bring in Primarina with no shields in play. I take a heavy hitting high horsepower. I do get some counter damage on. They have their own they have Dragonite returning. Okay. And we are about to see the third Pokemon, and it is Excadrill. Had I just brought in Annihilate, have alignment, I would not have needed to do a shield. And then had they brought in Excadrill, Garchomp would have been just fine. And I forgot to mention, there's Mudshot and then Earth Power, Outrage, Double Nuke with a fastest energy generating move. Next battle we have a bad lead into the Magnezone, but I have two counters to it. And Annihilate is just fine into Gyarados. It's a safe swap. Gonna go for the heavier hitting Shadow Ball this time. Kaboom! And they are going to grab a shield off me, but I need alignment after losing the lead. And I have a beautiful wall to the Magnezone. Now, they're going to no shield a Shadow Ball. Beautiful. They're going to throw the energy. They may have been able to farm me down, but Garchomp comes in. Annihilate had not enough health anymore, and Magnezone got walled. Poliwrath, tough luck on them. But this time, Vikavolt is a safe swap, and Garchomp comes in. Crunch, if they got the defense drop, they would be in a much better position, but they're just going to sack and put the trust in Poliwrath. Going to go for the Outrage. Kaboom! Getting them down to red health. And I don't need to shield. Icy Wind, I actually survive being like 1500 CP higher. And another Magnet Zone getting walled. This is a total PS team that can definitely get wins out of losing the lead. And here, this is what would have happened. It could have happened the first time I saw a Mammoth save switch. And here, Shadow Snorlax. Now, thing is going to go for the Night Slash and get the attack boost, which actually helped out so much. I mean, I still would have been able to get a counter down, but being able to have this Shadow Ball is massive. Grabbing a shield off them. And I mean, unless they have Hurricane, which not too common. And Magnet Zone, once again, gets walled by the Garchomp. And here we have a bad lead. And we're going to play in. Because now Garchomp is fantastic into this thing. But also, really don't want to be playing around with Annihilate up against Skeledirge. Gonna go full send the Moonblast. They're not gonna shield. And if it is a Hydro Pump, then they're just gonna be like, well played. I have the shield advantage still. Now I do get some charms. And I'm going to bring in Garchomp, which this was definitely the closest battle by far. And I'm gonna go for the Outrage. Gonna be able to get some nice energy. And you are about to see what they bring in. I bring in Annihilate trying to get a counter down. They are just good enough IVs and land an air release, but they have Garchomp. Now with the possibility of Ice Punch and being able to reach 2 Ice Punches, with just committing 1 shield, they definitely needed to shield. Makes sense. I do land a Shadow Ball. And the thing is, they're not going to be able to reach another move in time because I mud-shot them down. And I mud-shot down the Golisopod. That was so close. I was terrified of losing that endgame. But next battle. And we have a Gyarados, Waterfall Gyarados coming in. We had an Excadrill lead, so we need the Garchomp up against it. Gonna go for the Night Slash after landing the Shadow Ball, and I do land it. Now, if it's Outrage, fair play. They have alignment still, it's their win. But it's an Aqua Tail, and a counter takes them out. I can only reach a Night Slash, but that is handy dandy for me. Because this is all I needed to win the game. Alignment. Now, they do still have 2 shields. But honestly, Garchomp is tanky enough to just chip away enough at this Excadrill. I'm going to throw a move. Because why not? Just why not? Grab a shield. And I actually do reach another. So boom. Boom, nailed it. Level 51 Excadrill. They're going to land the Drill Run onto me, which is a lot of damage, but considering they have Dragonite, I have 2 shields still. It's kind of easy. Kind of easy clean up with the Charmer. And I may as well shield. Well, no, I have to shield. But the next Charm goes through. Beautiful. In the next battle, we have Sneasler. I respect going and using Sneasler. And Master Premier. Shadow is also available, and I'm not sure if that's a Hundo, but they have Excadrill, which is getting kind of walled completely by the Annihilate. They're going to grab a shield off me, but I'm just going to comfortably use the energy for that Sneasler returning. Do I get the Night Slash boost? That would just be unfortunate for my opponent. I don't get it, but let's full send the Shadow Ball. Another shield used. Okay. And I do still reach another Night Slash. Beautiful. That is 3 charge attacks, and it's a caught on Gyarados. Nice. Just going to go for Disarming Voice. have a very healthy Garchomp. And this Gyarados is not going to be able to take me out. Garchomp comes in. And now this is a loaded, energy-loaded Sneasler. But unfortunately, they don't have a move to one-shot me. Close Combat does a hefty chunk. But it's not enough. And that is the insane team. And I have reached some of the highest I've been ever. And I hope you liked the battles. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League videos. Definitely love Master League. And, well, thanks for watching. Goodbye.